In case of emergency, this is the plenary hall exit plan. For guests situated at the rostrum, the nearest exits are at the north and south rostrum. For occupants at the first floor and front rows of the VIP gallery, the north, south, and main entrance exits are available. For occupants at the VIP gallery, the main entrance and north and south VIP exits are available. For occupants at the second floor gallery, there are exits available at both sides. For occupants at the third floor gallery, there are available exits at the east and west sides.
Session resume. Majority Leader.
Considering the copies of Journal Number 12, dated September 8, 2025, we already distributed to the members. I move to dispense with the reading thereof and subsequently to approve the said journal. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The reading of the said journal is dispensed with, and the Journal Number 12, dated September 8, 2025, is hereby approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to take up additional reference of business and request Secretary General be directed to read the titles of the bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as communications and committee reports.
The
Additional reference of business bills on first reading. House Bill 4372 to define non-payment of toll fees as a traffic violation by Representative Nasal.
to the Committee on Transportation,
House Bill 4373 creating the Code Commission of the Philippines by Representatives Rodriguez Rufus and Rodriguez Maximo.
to the Committee on Revision of Laws,
House Bill 4374 amending the Act revising the Penal Code and other penal laws by Representatives Rodriguez Rufus and Rodriguez Maximo.
to the Committee on Revision of Laws,
House Bill 4375 mandating the Philippine Postal Corporation to adopt a modernized zone improvement plan. House Bill 4376 strengthening the legal staff of the DOJ, renaming it as the Office of the Chief State Counsel by Representatives Rodriguez Rufus and Rodriguez Maximo.
to the Committee on Justice,
House Bill 4377 modernizing the Parole and Probation Administration by Representatives Rodriguez Rufus and Rodriguez Maximo.
to the Committee on Justice,
House Bill 4378 providing for the revised Labor Code of the Philippines by Representatives Rodriguez Rufus and Rodriguez Maximo.
to the Committee on Labor and Employment,
House Bill 4379 strengthening the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation by Representatives Rodriguez Rufus and Rodriguez Maximo.
to the Committee on Agriculture and Food,
House Bill 4380 mandating the establishment and implementation of a national budget authorizing the protection of critical information infrastructure against cybersecurity threats and incidents by Representatives Revilla Bryan, Mercado Revilla, and Revilla Ramonjolo.
to the Committee on Information and Communication Technology,
House Bill 4382 providing for a Magna Carta for ICT professionals in government by Representatives Revilla Bryan, Mercado Revilla, and Revilla Ramonjolo.
to the Committee on Information and Communication Technology,
House Bill 4383 regulating the use of social media platforms by minors by Representatives Revilla Bryan, Mercado Revilla, and Revilla Ramonjolo.
to the Committee on
Mercado Revilla and Revilla Ramonjolo.
to the Committee on Micro and Small and Medium Enterprise Development,
House Bill 4385 providing for free freight services in the transportation of relief goods to calamity-stricken areas by Representatives Revilla Bryan, Mercado Revilla, and Revilla Ramonjolo.
to the Committee on Disaster Resilience,
House Bill 4386 requiring disaster-related information to be stated in accessible language by Representatives Revilla Bryan, Mercado Revilla, and Revilla Ramonjolo.
to the Committee on Disaster Resilience,
House Bill 4387 creating the Health Emergency Auxiliary Reinforcement Team under the DOH by Representatives Revilla Bryan, Mercado Revilla, and Revilla Ramonjolo.
to the Committee on Health,
House Bill 4388 promoting transparent governance and instituting anti-corruption mechanisms in the operation of banks and other financial institutions by Representatives Revilla Bryan, Mercado Revilla, and Revilla Ramonjolo.
to the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries,
House Bill 4389 mandating the public telecommunications entities and internet service providers to institute a refund mechanism for service outages and disruptions by Representatives Revilla Bryan, Mercado Revilla, and Revilla Ramonjolo.
to the Committee on Information and Communications Technology,
House Bill 4390 providing for cheaper and more accessible internet for all by Representatives Revilla Bryan, Mercado Revilla, and Revilla Ramonjolo.
to the Committee on Information and Communications Technology,
House Bill 4391 converting the Salvacion Opus Iniguez Memorial Provincial Hospital as the Southern Leyte Medical Center under the DOH by Representative Mercado.
to the Committee on Health,
House Bill 4392 establishing the Classroom Acceleration Program by Representative Loria.
to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture,
House Bill 4393 declaring the Cagsawa Ruins located in Daraga, Albay a National Heritage Park by Representative Loria.
to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture,
House Bill 4394 declaring February 1 of every year a special non-working holiday in Daraga Albay to be known as the Kagsawa Festival by Representative Loria.
to the Committee on Local Government,
House Bill 4395, declaring the 13th day of August of every year a special non-working holiday in Norzagaray, Bulacan in celebration of the Kasay Festival by Representative Plato.
to the Committee on Local Government,
House Bill 4396, establishing a legal scholarship and return service program for deserving students by Representative Plato.
to the Committee on Higher and Technical Education,
House Bill 4397, increasing the bed capacity of the Norzagaray Municipal Hospital in Norzagaray, Bulacan from 25 to 50 beds by Representative Plato.
to the Committee on Health,
House Bill 4398, granting universal social pension to senior citizens by Representative Plato.
to the Committee on Senior Citizens,
House Bill 4399, declaring October 24 of every year a special working holiday in Angat, Bulacan in celebration of its founding anniversary to be known as Araw ng Angat by Representative Plato.
to the Committee on Local Government,
House Bill 4400, establishing the Philippine Science High School Cotabato Province Campus in Carmen, Cotabato Province by Representative Santos Maria Alana Samantha.
to the Committee on Science and Technology,
House Bill 4401, granting Philippine citizenship to Benny Francois Boatwright III by Representative D. Faustino Michael Carlos.
to the Committee on Justice,
House Bill 4402, further amending the Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act of 1994 by Representative Roque.
to the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation,
House Bill 4403, creating the Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources by Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Aquaculture and Fisheries Resources, and the Committee on Government Reorganization,
House Bill 4404, promoting the entry and growth of strategic investments in the country by Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Trade and Industry,
House Bill 4405, establishing a national framework for the reduction of food loss and food waste to improve food security by Representative Salceda.
to the Special Committee on Food Security,
House Bill 4406, expanding the services of the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation and encouraging private sector participation in agricultural insurance by Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Agriculture and Food,
House Bill 4407, promoting household-level food production to strengthen food security by Representative Salceda.
to the Special Committee on Food Security,
House Bill 4408, establishing a universal basic income program to guarantee a minimum level of economic security for all Filipinos by Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Social Services,
House Bill 4409, mainstreaming active transport into the national and local mobility systems by Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Transportation and the Committee on Sustainable Development Goals,
House Bill numbers 4410, 4411, 4412, 4413, and 4414, creating barangays in the municipality of Capalong, Davao del Norte by Representative Uy De Carlo.
to the Committee on Local Government,
Bill 4415, converting the municipality of Malay in the province. House Bill 4416, regulating the operation of motorcycles for hire by Representative Gutierrez.
to the Committee on
In the Philippines by Representative Legaspi.
to the Committee on Overseas Workers Affairs,
House Bill 4418, providing for the Magna Carta of the out-of-school youth by Representative Legaspi.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
House Bill 4419, promoting entrepreneurship by establishing a sustainable financing program for micro and small enterprises through the Pondo sa Pagbabago at Pag-asenso program by Representative Legaspi.
to the Committee on Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises Development,
House Bill 4420, to institute policies and systems to address climate change by Representatives Tolentino, Benitez, Javier Miguel, Alba, Veloso Tuazon, Bagao, and Sendanya.
to the Committee on Climate Change,
House Bill 4421, converting the Dr. Rafael S. Tumbukon Memorial Hospital in Calibo, Aklan into the Dr. Rafael S. Tumbukon Regional Medical Medical Center by Representatives Tulfo Ralph Wendell and Tulfo Jocelyn.
to the Committee on Overseas Workers Affairs,
House Bill 4423, creating a Philippine Transportation Safety Board by Representative Poe.
to the Committee on Transportation,
House Bill 4424, allowing the regulating the use of motorcycles as PUVs by Representative Poe.
to the Committee on Transportation,
House Bill 4425, professionalizing paralegal practice in the Philippines by Representative Poe.
to the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation,
House Bill 4426, providing alternative modes of voting for persons in vulnerable situations to exercise their right of suffrage by Representative Poe.
to the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms,
House Bill 4427, strengthening and rationalizing the regulatory capacity of the Bureau of Quarantine by Representative Poe.
to the Committee on Health and the
Located in Kawayan, San Agustin, Romblon, a tourism destination by Representative Madrona.
to the Committee on Tourism,
House Bill numbers 4429 and 4430, declaring the ruins of Cota La Fuerza de Gintigian. House Bill number 4431, amending sections 24, 32, 33, 34, and 109 of the National Internal Revenue Code of 1997 by Representative Bautista Johan Monich.
to the Committee on Ways and Means,
House Bill 4432, strengthening the rights and benefits for parental child care by Representative Bautista Johan Monich.
to the Committee on Welfare of Children,
House Bill 4433, providing social protection, employment transition, skills development programs, and regulatory measures for workers affected by the rapid advancement and integration of artificial. Bill numbers 4434 and 4435, providing for calamity leave and additional pay for employees directly affected by natural calamities by Representative Bautista Johan Monich.
to the Committee on Labor and Employment, and the Committee on Civil Service, and
Representative Bautista Johan Monich.
to the Committee on Labor and Employment,
House Bill 4437, defining the coverage of service charges by Representative Bautista Johan Monich.
to the Committee on Labor and Employment,
House Bill 4438, developing and expanding the Philippine shipbuilding and ship repair, boat building, and ship recycling industries by Representative Bautista Johan Monich.
to the Committee on Trade and Industry,
House Bill number 4439, granting survivorship and all other additional benefits in parity with their counterparts in the judiciary in favor of the chairperson, commissioners, and labor arbiters of the NLRC by Representative Johan Monich.
to the Committee on Labor and Employment,
House Bill 4440, urging the comprehensive planning, development, and export promotion of the Philippine mango by Representative Barba.
to the Committee on Agriculture and Food,
House Bill 4441, requiring employers in the private sector to pay 14th month pay by Representative Abante.
to the Committee on Labor and Employment,
House Bill 4442, providing enhanced incentives and subsidies for micro, small, and medium enterprises with less than 100 employees by Representative Abante.
to the Committee on Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Development,
Resolutions. House Resolution 236, congratulating Legit Status Hip Hop Dance Team for their historic back-to-back victories at the World Hip Hop Dance Championship held in Phoenix, Arizona, USA by Representatives Rodriguez Rufus and Rodriguez Maximo.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
House Resolution 237, congratulating Dr. Ray Ann Talatala for his exceptional contributions to the field of perioperative nursing and in the global Filipino nursing community, as well as for becoming the first Filipino nurse from New York State to be honored as a Fellow of the Association of Peri-Operative Registered Nurses by Representatives Rodriguez Rufus and Rodriguez Maximo.
to the Committee on Health,
House Resolution 238, commending and congratulating Alexandra Alex M. Iala for her historic victory at the Guadalajara 125 Open, making her the first Filipino to win a Women's Tennis Association title, by Representatives Yap Eric and Yap Edvic.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
House Resolution 239, congratulating Alex Iala for her historic triumphs in 2025, including her victory at the WTA Guadalajara 125 Open and celebrating her as a trailblazer for Filipino tennis, by Representative Kari.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
House Resolution 240, congratulating Filipina tennis phenom Alexandra Iala for her triumphant win at the Guadalajara WTA title in Grandstand Caliente, Mexico, by Representative Plato.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
House Resolution 241, commending Alex Iala for her impressive and historic feat in the sports of tennis and for the honor and pride she has brought to the country, by Representative Suwan.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
House Resolution 242, congratulating Alex Iala for triumphantly bagging the 2025 Guadalajara 125 title championship, by Representative Salvacion.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
House Resolution 243, congratulating Geraldine Rodriguez for clinching the gold medal in the women's 400-meter event.
Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
4 urging the DFA, the Land Registration Authority, the PSA, the CHED, the DepEd, and other government agencies to prioritize the use of Philippine abaca fiber in security paper and official documents, by Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Agriculture and Food,
House Resolution 245, congratulating the student representatives from the province of Albay for their outstanding performance in the Hong Kong International Mathematical Olympiad 2025 final round, by Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture,
House Resolution 246, commending Grandmaster Janelle May Freina, a proud daughter of Albay, for her historic victory as Ladies Blitz champion at the 31st Abu Dhabi International Chess Festival, by Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
House Resolution 247, urging the House of Representatives to increase the fiscal year 2026 budget of the COMELEC, by Representative Matugas.
to the Committee on Appropriations,
House Resolution 248, congratulating Alexandra Iala for winning as the champion of the WTA during
and Sports Development,
House Resolution 249, congratulating Alex Iala for winning the women's singles title at the 2025 Guadalajara 125 Open, by Representative Alano.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
Communications, letter dated June 24, 2025, OIC Commission, House of Representatives, with copies of their annual audit reports for the years ending December 31st, 2023 and December 31st, 2024 on certain national government corporations.
to the Committee on Public Accounts,
Letter dated July 7, 2025 of the Supervising Auditor, COA Regional Office 6, furnishing the House with copies of their annual audit reports and management letter for the year ending December 31st, 2024 on certain state universities.
to the Committee on Public Accounts,
Letters dated July 7, 8, and 9, 2025, the COA OIC Commissioner, furnishing the House with copies of their annual and consolidated audit reports for the year ending December 31st, 2024 on certain government agencies.
to the Committee on Public Accounts,
Letters dated July 16 for the year ending December 31st, 2024 on certain government agencies.
to the Committee on Public Accounts,
Letter dated July 17, 2025 of the Regional Director, COA Cordillera Administrative Region, furnishing the House with copies of their annual audit reports for the year ending December 31st, 2024 on certain state universities and colleges.
to the Committee on Public Accounts,
Letter dated July 21, 2025 of the OIC Assistant Regional Director, COA Regional Office 13 submitting to the House copies of their annual audit reports and management letter on certain water districts.
To the Committee on Public Accounts.
Letter dated July 29, 2025 of the OIC Supervising Auditor, COA Regional Office 6, furnishing the House with copies of their annual and biennium audit reports and management letter on certain water districts.
To the Committee on Public Accounts.
Letter dated July 31, 2025 of the Supervising Auditor, COA Regional Office 6, furnishing the House with copies of their annual and biennium audit reports and management letter on certain water districts and agency.
To the Committee on Public Accounts.
Financial audit reports and management letter transmitted to the House by the Regional Director, COA Regional Office 3, for the year ending December 31st, 2024 on certain water districts.
To the Committee on Public Accounts. Majority Leader. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may you request to acknowledge the visitors and guests of Congresswoman Bernadette Det Escudero, from 1st District of Sorsogon. They are as follows. Logo East District, Captain Melvin Jainto. Barangay San Roque, Bacon District, Captain Rolfo Dogilo. Barangay Benavista, Bacon District, Captain Michael Doringo. Barangay San Ramon, Bacon District, Captain Julio Dones. Barangay Balete, Bacon District, Captain Rizalino Latosa. Barangay San Pascual, Bacon District, Captain Armando De Terra. Barangay San Pascual, Bacon District, Kagawad J. Lorin. Barangay San Pascual, Bacon District, Kagawad Rosalie Dolesin. Barangay Bato, Bacon District, Captain Odilon Del Llosa. Barangay Balogo, Bacon District, Captain Ricardo Balima. Barangay Hamislagan, Bacon District, Captain Elmer Zacarias. Barangay San Vicente, Bacon District, Captain Raymark De Feo. Barangay San Vicente, Bacon District, Treasurer Ariel De Sacula. Barangay Rizal, West District, Captain Roland Antonio. Barangay San Juan, Bacon District, Captain Serafio Docog. Barangay Santo Domingo, Bacon District, Captain Willard Eli. Barangay San Isidro, Bacon District, Captain Mario Duca. And Barangay Sugod, Bacon District, Captain Edmundo Albor, Mr. Speaker.
Guests of the Honorable Bernadette Det Escudero, welcome to the House of Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to recognize and welcome the guests of Representatives Yeda Marie Romualdez of Tingog Party List and the Honorable Dale Corvera of Lone District of Agusan del Norte, the mayors and local officials of the province of Agusan del Norte, Vice Mayor Zenail Dalim and Mr. Ramonito Maestrado, Mayor Judy Amante, Mayor Ramon Calo, Mayor Rusco Democrito Plaza, Mayor Jose Cumba, Mayor Jimmy Beray, Mayor Franklin Lim, Mayor Napoleon Montero, Mayor Henry Montante, Mayor Karen Rosales, Emmanuel Lanador, Engineer Adonis Despo, and Engineer Florante Siega of the Municipality of Magallanes, Mr. Speaker.
To the guests of the Representatives Yeda Marie K. Romualdez of the Tingog Party List and Dale Corvera of the Lone District, Agusan del Norte, welcome to the House of the People. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we would like to recognize the guests of Congresswoman Johan Monique Bautista of Trabajo Party List. They are Councilor Edson Paul Flores from the Municipality of Claveria, Province of Cagayan, and Attorney Ethel Jillian Flores Domingo.
To the guests of the Honorable Joanne Monique Bautista of the Trabajo Party List Representative, welcome to the House of Representatives.
Bagong Henerasyon Party List Representative, the Councilors of General E. Aguinaldo Cavite, Honorable Attorney Fe Editha Oronico, Honorable Darwin Quiacos, Honorable Neftali Cernat, Honorable Jason Lopez, Honorable Joseph Lopez, Henrik Dave Manarang, and the Barangay Rojas Solo Parents with Chairwoman Teresa Lopez, President Rachel Melody Arsenal, Vice President Arceli Tuason, Secretary Melanie Alva, Assistant Secretary Irish Figuracion, Treasurer Christine de la Cruz Sapo, Assistant Treasurer Marilu Cabuay, Auditor Florante Cornell, PRO Angelita Castillo, Sergeant at Arms Frank Julio Cesar, Business Manager Karen Alon Bobedos, BOD Larissa Lubian, BOD Janeth Lumacad.
To the guests of the Honorable Robert Nasal of the Bagong Henerasyon Party List, welcome to the House of the People. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, with leave of the House, I move to open the privilege hour.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize the lady from the party list Mamamayang Liberal, the Honorable Laila M. De Lima, to avail of the privilege hour.
The Honorable Laila De Lima is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I rise on a matter of collective privilege and a matter of significant interest in our country and significant developments here in our country and even in other nations. Today, the Philippines received a warning we cannot ignore. South Korea has halted a 28.7 billion loan to our country, citing the risk of corruption. For decades, Korea has been one of our most trusted partners. For them to hesitate now should alarm us all. If one ally can doubt us, others may follow. It is for our people disappear. What is at stake here is not only our economy, but our dignity as a nation. And yet, even before this international embarrassment, the signs were already here at home. In recent weeks, we have heard witness testimonies on anomalous flood control projects. Affidavits were read naming lawmakers and DPWH officials. Photographs of bulto-bultong resource persons dance around the truth, choosing silence or half answers in the presence of the very officials they fear. We all saw in yesterday's hearing of the Infracom how one of the witnesses there, resource persons, Mr. Diskaya, was behaving evasive attitude. This is a problem of conflict of interest. Paano maglalakas loob ang isang whistleblower kung ang taong kanyang isasangkot ay siyang nakaupo sa mesa ng investigasyon? how can the public believe in inquiries where those implicated act as investigators? The spectacle may continue, but the people see through it. They know when accountability is being delayed, diluted, or derailed. Meanwhile, our fellow Filipinos suffer. Every peso lost to corruption is a family left in flood waters, a child missing school in an evacuation center, a worker stranded by impassable roads. The flood does not only rise from the rivers, it rises from the corruption that robs our people of safety and dignity. And now, our allies are beginning to doubt us. South Korea has already stepped back. If one country can act this way, what stops others from following? What will happen when partners and investors start closing their doors, not because we lack talent or resources, but because they do no longer trust our governance and our institutions? Mr. Speaker, if this does not ring alarms, rhetoric and theatrics will not restore trust. What this moment demands is urgent, decisive reform, action that can convince not only our partners abroad, but also our people at home that corruption will no longer be tolerated. Hihintayin pa ba nating mangyari sa atin ang mga nagaganap ngayon sa Indonesia at Nepal, kung saan sinusunog na ang mga bahay at mga opisina ng mga government officials? Ngayon lamang lumabas ang balita na kasamang nasunog at namatay sa loob ng kanyang bahay ang nag-resign na Prime Minister ng Nepal. Let us not wait for chaos and public uprising to consume us before we start to take serious steps to stop this plunder. Let us not wait for innocents to die because we cannot bring the guilty to justice. If Indonesia and Nepal are the mirror of our future and where all of this will lead us, our people who were already robbed will again be the first to suffer from the chaos that will ensue. Ang mga kababayan na nga natin na mga nadehado, sila pa rin ba ngayon ang malalagay sa delikado? Having said that, I wish to highlight the fact that yes, we hear the people's outrage and their anger is real and it must be matched with decisive reform. Protests, of course, are valid expressions of democratic participation, but we must ensure that these do not get hijacked by those with ulterior motives. Our mission is to translate public outrage into real reform, not to allow it to be diverted into destabilization or mob politics. Accountability should be pursued through institutions, congressional inquiries, legal remedies, stronger anti-graft mechanisms, not through street justice or chaos. The people deserve solutions that last, not spectacles that only benefit political opportunists. I call on everyone, let us be vigilant. There are attempts to hijack legitimate protests and twist them into a destabilization campaign. If we are not careful, then anything would now be expected. Opportunists, political opportunists, will be taking advantage of the situation. They will be there, they will instigate violence and chaos, not to seek reform, but a return to power. Let us not let rightful people's demands be turned into partisan tools for destabilizations. Let us attack this malignant sickness in our system with sobriety and deliberation. I call on everyone to please join us. Let us pass the proposed House Bill 4453, creating the independent commission that will investigate and bring the conspirators that plundered our infrastructure funds to justice. Let us show our fellow Filipinos that we can do this, that we will exact accountability without bloodshed. even if it means decimating the numbers of the House and the Senate in our pursuit of the plunderers among us. Let us guard the integrity of every protest and mobilization. Let us keep the message clear, focused, and rooted in reforms. Reject mob rule, uphold the rule of law and institutions. Stand united as reformists. We can and must show the people that we are committed to delivering real accountability and systemic change. Let us channel public outrage, the clear public outrage, into concrete reforms that protect democracy and deliver justice. Accountability, not anarchy. Reform, not restoration of dubious power holders. The credibility of our government, the strength of our democracy, and the safety of our people all hang in the balance. The world is watching. The time to act is now. Maraming salamat po.
Move to refer this speech of the Honorable Laila M. De Lima to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The speech of the Honorable Laila De Lima for its appropriate action. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other member who wishes to avail of the privilege R, I move to close the privilege R.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, motion to suspend session.
Session is suspended. Session resume. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, on the part of the majority, I move to nominate and elect to the Committee on Aquaculture and Fisheries Resources as member Munir R. Arbison Jr., the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation as members Jonathan Keith Flores, Irene Labad-Labad, Keith Mike Atan, Ryan Recto, to the Committee on Constitutional Amendments as members Ramon Gutierrez and Johan Bautista, to the Committee on Dangerous Drugs as member Gurley Veloso, and to the Committee on Disaster Resilience as member Gurley Veloso, to the Committee on Ecology as members Rochelle Singson, Maria Cristina Glepa, to the Committee on Energy Keith Flores, to the Committee on Foreign Affairs, to the Committee on Energy as member Keith Flores, to the Committee on Foreign Affairs as member Munir N. Arbison Jr., to the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability as member Floribel Yatco, to the Committee on Government Reorganization as member Maria Garcia, to the Committee on Housing and Urban Development as member Amado Bolilla IV, Dalog Jr., to the Committee on Information and Communications Technology as member Ferdinand Beltran, to the Committee on Justice as member Ann Matibag, to the Committee on Labor and Employment as Senior Vice Chairperson Johan Monich G. Bautista, and as members Lani Revilla, Franz Legaspi, Henry Ominal, and Floribel Yatco. To the Committee on Metro Manila Development as members Franz Pumaren, Queenie Gonzalez, Antolin Oreta III, Jorge Bocobo. To the Committee on Mindanao Affairs as member Jerry Perez. To the Committee on Muslim Affairs as member Gurley Veloso. To the Committee on Natural Resources as member Jerry Perez. To the Committee on North Luzon Growth Quadrangle, Faustino Michael Carlos D. III, Vice Carmelo Lasatin, Maria Rachel Arenas, Vice Micah Gonzalez, Midi Cua, Vice Antonino Roman III, Ramon Guico, Vice Salvador Plato, Marilyn Permisa Sagabas, Joseph Tan, Baby Vargas Alfonso, Marisha Domogan, Eric Yap, Richelle Singson, and Brian Poe. To the Committee on People's Participation as member Ricardo S. Cruz. To the Committee on Population and Family Relations as member Ricardo S. Cruz. To the Committee on Poverty Alleviation as member Nathaniel Oducado. To the Committee on Public Accounts as members Rolando Valeriano, Crispin Remulla, JC Nava, Jennifer Lagbas, Claudine Diana Bautista Lim. To the Committee on Public Order and Safety as members, Victoria Copilar and Brian Yamsuan. To the Committee on Tourism as members, Francisco Matugas and Ferdinand Beltran. To the Committee on Trade and Industry as members, Jerry Perez and Ferdinand Beltran. To the Committee on Transportation as member, Ricardo Cruz Jr. To the Committee on Veterans Affairs and Welfare as members, Ricardo Cruz Jr. and Ompong Ordanes. To the Committee on Welfare of Children as member, Ayman Tan. To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, Gurley Veloso. To the Special Committee on West Philippine Sea, Floribel Yatco. To the Special Committee on Bicol Affairs and Economic Development, Wilton Co, Rosemary Panotes, Arnie Fuentabella, Maria Escudero, Wowo Fortes, Hori Horibata, Miguel Luis Villafuerte, Luigi Villafuerte, Ramon Rodrigo Gutierrez. And to the Special Committee on Persons with Disabilities, Jerry Perez, Ricardo Jr., and Milagros Aquino Magsaysay. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session.
session suspended. Session resume. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we would like to welcome and recognize the visitors of Representative Felimon Espares of the Co-op NATCO party list from Southern Negros Agri-Fisheries Multipurpose Cooperative and Philippine Federation of Credit Cooperative Visayas, namely Elaine May Aranton, Krista Quintao, Gilbert Sedigo, Luella Amis, Mai Fanway, Amis, Danica Hainar, Taimak Eparwa, Jonale Uy, Jonathan Haos, Maria Pamela Makatigib, and Kimberly Quintao, and from the Cooperative Development Authority, Angelo Bugarin, Analiza Sulpot, and Divine Hyacinth Elcano. Speaker.
To the guests of the Honorable Felimon Espares of the Co-op NATCO party list, welcome to the House of the People. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to request that we acknowledge the guests of Representative Ruth M. Sakaluran, 1st District of Sultan Kudarat, and JCM Abalos of Party List for Peace. Barangay captains from Municipality of East Sulan, Province of Sultan Kudarat. Kap Norodin Uto Kamsa, Barangay Kalawag 3, Kap Brian Elauria Aiko, Barangay Kalawag, Kap Ramil Poras Arellano, Barangay Impao, Kap Jomer Banwa, Durana, Barangay Bambad, Kap J. Luigi Gabata, Barangay Mapantig, Kap Jonas Parangan Maniago, Barangay Laguilian, Kap Rustom Cogolio Letreto, Barangay Tayugo, Kap JP Ryan Lanceta, Taburada, Barangay Sampao, Kap Noria Kapuno Nangki, Barangay Lagandang, Kap Nasurula Galmak Almada, Barangay Bual. Welcome to the House of Representatives.
To the guests of the Representatives Ruth Sakaluran of the 1st District of Sultan Kudarat and JCM Abalos of Party List for Peace, welcome to the House of the People. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we request to recognize the guests of our distinguished colleague from Ako Bicol Party List, the Honorable Alfredo Pido Garbin, Board Member Milagros Bal, Punong Barangay Maria Cristina Ahero, Punong Barangay Anabel Chope, Punong Barangay Julia Agao, Punong Barangay Nino Behuega, Punong Barangay Lorena Vargas, Punong Barangay Mariano Oriel Madela, and SK Chairman Aljon Alvarado, Mr. Speaker.
To the guests of the Honorable Alfredo Garbin Jr. of the Ako Bicol Party List, welcome to the House of the People. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we would like to acknowledge the guests of Honorable Janice V. Degamo, representative of the 3rd District of Negros Oriental, municipal councilors, barangay captains, and barangay kagawads from Santa Catalina, Negros Oriental. Councilor Joey Chris Nuico, Councilor Edmar Bigay, Councilor Elpidio Electona Jr., Honorable Wilmar N. Taala, Honorable Joy Cedillo, Honorable Arlene Narciso, Honorable Rodelio Quinquito, Honorable Imelda Lagondi, Honorable Jocelyn Pellegrino, Honorable Efren Fabro, Honorable Luz Beminda de la Torre, Honorable Alan Ausan, Honorable Zenaida Baroca, Honorable Rolly Cayetano, Honorable Ronel Sobreviga, Honorable Richard Machas, Honorable Nico Lalamonan, Honorable Ricky Lahato, Honorable Enarciso de la Serna, Honorable Henry Trinidad, Honorable Arnolfo Flores, Honorable Richie Labate, Honorable John Tubong Banwa, Honorable Lilian Gomez, Honorable Enrico Aliao, Honorable Richard Abrasaldo, Honorable Danilo Quinol, Honorable Rosalino Templado, Honorable Jeffrey Nike,
To the guests of the Honorable Janice Degamo, welcome to the House of Representatives.
Mr.
Majority
Speaker,
Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we'd also like to recognize the guests of Representative Lina Bell Ruth Villarica of the 4th District of Bulacan, members of the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of Obando, 4th Congressional District of Bulacan, Vice Mayor Roel Rillera, Councilor Lawrence Banag, SB Secretary Joven Marcelino, SB Officer Bea Ramos, SB Officer J.C. Solomon, and ABC President Benedicto Santa Ana.
To the guests of the Honorable Lina Bell Ruth Villarica, welcome to the House of the People. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we'd also like to recognize my personal guest from the Municipality of Maribojoc, Councilor Butch Brian Briones, and Punong Barangay Sonny Candole.
To the guests of the Honorable John Giselle Babayap of the 1st District of Bohol, welcome to the House of the People. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may your request as follows. ABC President Melchor Marzo, together with the other punong barangays sa Municipality of Solano, ABC President Evelyn Liborio, together with the punong barangays sa Municipality of Diadi, ABC President Carmen Balinao, together with other punong barangays sa Municipality of Casibu, ABC President Wilfred Sampilo, and Vice President Chris Madera, together with other punong barangays sa Municipality of Bambang, Anne-Marie Taklibon, and representatives from the Liga ng Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan, Mr. Speaker.
To the guests of the Honorable Timothy Joseph Tim Kaiton, welcome to the House of the People. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we request to acknowledge the guests of our honorable colleague, Maria Alana Samantha T. Santos of the 3rd District of Cotabato, the Liga ng mga Barangay, Municipality of Cabacan, Cotabato Province, Honorable Abdul Aziz Makalipat, Honorable Jeric Guzman, Honorable Joel Agustin, Honorable Henry Quiñones, Honorable Jeruel Casimina, Honorable Rodel Lawagan, Honorable Daniel Parcasio, Honorable Manalos Alon, Honorable Efren Mantawil, Honorable Warlito Villanueva, Honorable Gerald Pedtamanan, Honorable Alfredo Mamaril, Honorable Crispin Tangalin, Honorable Albino Lasea, Honorable Datuali Andula, Miss Melody Lozano, and Mr. Dan.
T. Santos, welcome to the House of the People. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we acknowledge the guests of our colleague, the Honorable Bella Vanessa Swansing. The following guests we have here today from the students and faculty members of the School of the Holy Spirit of Quezon City. Taliedo, Maria Regina Q. Anasco, Catherine Noel Barcelona, Chantal Sofia Bartolome, Rian Kiel Bello, Caitlin Rain Briones, Hannah Gabriel Castillo, Ivana Marie Crisostomo, Marie Lourdes de los Reyes, Stephanie Chelsea Dictado, Maria Daniela Nicole Dionaldo, Isabella Margaret Gascon, Aliza Marie Gabriel Jeronimo, Miaka Rizel Gracia, Erin Ice Jose, Zyril Jane Liban, Ayla Margot Ludovice, Ingrid Dilana Mercado, Heather Caitlin Nuestro, Adeline Christine Sara Olivo, Madeline Angela Payuno, Leah Samantha Marie Polido, Gracia Leana Romero, Angelica Yasmin Roque, Ravneet Sekhon, Maharani Shanti Singh, Mafe Isabel Ubatay, Eliana Ray Ventura, Dylan Gabriel Viterbo.
To the guests of the Honorable Belia Vanessa B. Swansing, welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other matters to be discussed today, I move to adjourn session until September 15 on Monday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Session is adjourned until 3 p.m. Monday, September 15, 2025. Session is adjourned.
Ano na ako? Papareserve.
Okay, got it.